Radical.
I'm not buying the story as told by the Retro Future concerning his bike. He had a C90, I think it was a C90 series Honda bike. I'm surprised I didn't know much about this vehicle. This is actually the most mass-produced vehicle of all time. It is, actually. Look it up. This thing is incredibly popular. I don't know much about bikes, mopeds, motorcycles. I don't know a lot about that world. But this guy in Retro Future, he uploaded a video to his, mostly I'm guessing, gaming channel. I forget which channel it was. I know he has this other channel that he talks about games also. But he uploaded this and had this whole thing about how he got this bike stolen. And if I'm to believe this, and correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section down below, memory might be a little fuzzy. It was a couple days ago, and I juggle a lot of different things on my YouTube channel. So please do correct me in the comment section down below if I get any of this wrong. He had this bike stolen from him. It was stolen, and they went on a joyride in this bike. Now, it was retrieved. I forget exactly where it was retrieved. Maybe it was a cemetery, if I'm not mistaken. It was retrieved, but it was badly damaged. The ignition, or whatever the mechanism to start it, was knocked off so they could hotwire it. Okay. And it was burned. Set on fire. And then it was thrown in a body of water. Okay. So I'm to believe that it happened in a series of events. Bike gets stolen. Someone goes for a joyride on that moped-looking type bike. I mean, I'm sorry. I don't know if anyone's just going to steal that and go for a joyride on such a plain-looking bike. I mean, I might be wrong here, but it doesn't seem like, at least in America, things might be different where he's from, but in America, people would walk by and not take another look at a bike like that. It's not the kind of thing you would steal for a joyride. Now, a Harley, that might be something you steal for a joyride, but not that. So I'm to believe that somebody stole it, went for a joyride, left it after they just enjoyed the joyride, like they didn't take it back to their house or keep it or try to sell it. You know, okay, so it was a temporary theft. Again, like maybe if it was like a really souped up bike or like a car, like a Corvette or something, maybe a Ferrari, maybe someone wants to steal it, go for a joyride, and then drop it somewhere. Maybe they've never driven a Ferrari or a Lamborghini, or maybe a high-performance bike. Okay. But then they would take the time and trouble to set it ablaze, set it on fire, stealing from somebody that they don't even know? See, I would be thinking that this is a person, maybe an enemy of this guy, maybe somebody maybe he had a gaming deal where he sold somebody something that didn't work. I don't know. But if I was an investigator, I would be thinking, okay, so somebody stole this common bike from you, knocked off the ignition so they could hotwire it, dropped it in a cemetery. You happen to just be able to find it. Conveniently, it was found, wasn't lost for a long time, and it was set on fire. And it was somebody that is a stranger that didn't know you. That sounds like an enemy, something an enemy would do. And it was thrown into the water, recovered with seaweed on it. It's hard for me to think that somebody would go through all that trouble to set it on fire and then throw it into the water. Okay, well, wait. Then it wasn't retrieved? I apologize because I have not done my due diligence in investigating this entire story. I'm not a YouTube investigator, so that's where I'm lacking here. Hence is why I said please correct me in the comment section down below. So it was retrieved under the water in a cemetery. I mean, it is a shame that it happened. It is. And I do stick back to what I said, that I hate that did happen and it was stolen. But I also hate that this person took this opportunity, if we are to believe that everything happened in this series of events, which I'm kind of questioning here, because I mean, what do you think? It just seems like a weird coincidence of events. It just doesn't logically like add up to me. And if you're doing this video where you're uploading to your YouTube channel, wouldn't you bother to take the seaweed off of it? Okay, if it's something that you love and cherish, I'm to believe that this is a bike that this guy loved and cherished. First thing I would do would be I would wipe the seaweed off of my baby. Wipe the seaweed off of this bike that I loved. But if you have a purpose of trying to do this to get sympathy and to get sympathy donos, then best believe me, you would leave all the seaweed on there. You would leave that seaweed on there. So what this guy has to understand is it looks really fishy, not a pun there, but it looks really fishy that he would actually upload this to his YouTube channel, and now he's trying to cover up the upload itself because Casual Games and Tech re-uploaded this video to his channel. So he, if I'm too mistaken, and I can't verify this because I saw the video, but I can't verify that the Retro Future actually had him take it down, or did that thing to where you could actually have something forcibly removed off of YouTube. Now, some people might say, well, maybe he's embarrassed and he was crying and that's why he removed the upload that he was crying. Okay, then if you're embarrassed about crying, then why do you even upload it to your YouTube channel in the first place? Why do you do that? I mean, it's one thing to actually have a post and say, like, my bike was stolen and I'm very sad and I'm crying right now, but why would you go to the trouble of uploading that? You see, when you put these things together, even if there wasn't a GoFundMe link posted under the video, it would look kind of sketchy. At the bare minimum, you're trying to get a lot of attention. Maybe you're trying to have a viral video. Added to that point, the viral video, this guy has an upload, again, kind of fishy, about his Game Boy carts and how they were damaged and there's bubbles on them. Then you start to see a pattern. What we need is, I need a professional investigator. Like I can be a YouTube investigator from time to time, but I would need to get the services of a professional investigator to look into this, and probably the professional investigator would smell a lot of BS. And there was a GoFundMe link. I might have another upload talking about that GoFundMe in detail, and I might have another upload talking about that crying video in detail, if I were able to maybe get Casual Games and Tech to re-upload that to VMO or something that this guy can't, do a takedown on. Because here's the thing, once you upload something to YouTube, you upload it to YouTube. It's something that people should be able to openly discuss and criticize, unless you're trying to have a cover-up of sorts.